going to talk about maintenance on the CFMoto. Four-wheeler, side-by-side, don't matter. It's all going to be basically the same. But today we're going to show you how to do it on a CFMoto 800EX. Most everything you see in this video is going to be the same on the Z-Force, the U-Force, the whatever, everything on CFMoto, because they use a lot of the same parts even on their four-wheelers. You're going to need a grease gun. I'll have a link in the description as to where you can get it. And you're going to need some grease to go in it. You need to grease every joint, everything. You should take your wheel bearings off and pack those full of grease too. There's a special tool they make for that. After every ride, I typically try to do this type of maintenance every 50 miles. That includes cleaning the air filter. If you got a stock air filter, get rid of it, throw it in the trash can, and get a uni, because it'll save you a lot of money down the road between buying filters anyway. Also, it'll save your engine because the stock filters suck. They suck, they suck, they suck, they suck. They suck in dirt is what they suck. Anyway, like I said before, I'm looking into doing a snorkel kit on here. I think I'm going to make my own just because I think I could do it for less than 100 when everybody wants to sell you a kit for like 400. So I think I'm going to make my own kit maybe this winter. I don't know. But if I do, I'll do a video. We'll do it step by step because this will be new for me. So you'll be doing it as I'm doing it for the first time. So we'll look into that. But anyway, you want a grease gun, you want some grease, you want to clean your filter. Don't clean your factory filter, just throw it away and get a uni. There is Zerk fittings everywhere. Anyway, there's Zerk fittings everywhere. They're here. They should be on this arm somewhere. Yep, right there's one on this arm. I don't have my light, but should be able to see. There's one on the arm. There's one down in here inside the wheel well. There's one right here. They are everywhere. You just want to take your grease gun. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. I'm gonna try for you. You're gonna take your grease gun. You're gonna put it. We're not gonna do the whole bike. I'm just gonna show you. Because it's time for me to do both of them anyway, so I'm just going to do them, but not on camera. And you're going to put it on there, and you're going to pump grease. And you're going to pump grease until you see it coming out. Let me pump some in there. Okay. See it coming out? And then don't worry. Your pressure washer will take care of that grease. Leave it there. It won't hurt nothing. It might look retarded, but it's going to keep water out of that seal, okay? You're going to come over here to do this side. There's tons of fittings everywhere. You just got to look for them. Wherever there's a fitting, you're going to want to do it. We're going to go to the front here. Let me see about grabbing a light. And they're all over the front as well. You see one right there? Right there. There's one. They're everywhere. Okay. There's gonna be one there. I don't think the ball joints are greasable, but you need to get a needle for your grease gun. I'll have a link to that so you can grease your ball joints. And you want to do the lower A arm and all that. And like I said, you want to pump until grease comes out. So you're gonna do a lot of pumping, and you're gonna do it on both sides and all that stuff. But you're going to need the needle. I have the needle. I'll have a link to it in the description. In my last video, I showed you how to clean this fan. You're going to want to clean that. Down here on the water pump, you're going to see that little hose right there. You want to make sure it's not full of antifreeze. If that's full of antifreeze or any antifreeze is coming out of there, you're going to want to get this to the dealer. And if your machine's out of warranty, you want to tell them to ask CFMoto if they warranty it, because a lot of times they will, okay? That's a known issue on every CFMoto that I've seen. All right, and then you want to check your oil on your CFMoto, which you're going to want to take out the seat. You'll want to take out this seat, and there's a little cover back behind the seat. I'm one-handed, so hard for me to do it. You pull that cover out, your dipstick will be down in there. You can check your oil. We'll be doing our oil change probably here this winter on the blue one over there. So I'll be showing you how to change the oil on that. Make sure you get a uni and an outerwears pre-filter. Okay, see how dirty that is? Stock filter just can't hold up, okay? And I always keep my engine clean as possible. Now I half-assedly washed this just so I could do the video on this fan. So it actually needs to go back outside now and get washed, which is why I haven't put the cover back on the fan yet. But it needs to get washed up and everything. Keep the mud off your engine. Keep your engine clean. Okay? The cleaner you keep your engine, the cooler it'll be. See how that grease come out of there? That's what you want to do on every fitting. Just pump, 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 pump. I don't care how many pumps it takes. Pump until you see grease coming out of the ends. That's what you want, okay? What else on maintenance? You want to check all your antifreeze fluids and all that. For winter storage, this is a touchy subject for me, but it's my own opinion, and this is how I store all of my engines. Whether it be my weed eater, my leaf blower, the dirt bikes, the four-wheelers, the side-by-sides, everything that's in my garage that you put gas in gets stored in this manner, okay? We'll start with battery maintenance. I don't care for battery maintainers. However, if you get a good one, they're not that bad. Cheap ones, stay away from. Get a good one. But me, I don't even own one. Okay? I don't own one. I've never owned one. I don't plan on owning one. Ever. Okay? My Kawasaki is a 2017 with a factory battery in it. That blue side-by-side is a 2018, very early 2018, so that battery is about 2.5 years old. Factory. This one's a 2019, and it's still factory. What I do to store my machines and my equipment, go get a little bit, get a can of Seafoam. Fill your gas tanks all the way to the top with premium fuel. Best fuel you can get at a pump. Put that in. The higher the octane, the longer it takes for the fuel to go bad. They say fuel loses on average 2 octane for every month it sits. So if you get an 87, for 1 month, it's going to go down to an 85. Okay? Get highest octane that you can get, and then add a little bit of Seafoam to your tank. You can shake the shit out of your side-by-side like this, or you can put it in your tank and then fill it up and it'll mix. Alright? Full tank, full tank, full tank. The fuller your tank is, the less moisture that's going to be able to get into your tank. The fuller it is, the more fuel it is. Anyway, so that's what you want to do. You want to get your side-by-sides where they're going to be, or your four-wheelers where they're going to be. Every week to every 2 weeks. Depends upon how cold it gets. Depends upon how often I come out here to the garage. I start them up and I let them run until their operating temperature. Half hour, 45 minutes. Just start them and let them run. Not only does it maintain your battery without a battery maintainer, it gets the fluids flowing through the hoses, because gas will go bad sitting in your injector and it will clog your injectors. So you don't want all that little bit of gas sitting in there and going stagnant and turning into whatever the hell it turns into. You want to get it moving. Okay? Keep it moving. Alright? Don't rev the machine. Just fire it up and let her sit. I come out here and I fire everything up. My chainsaw, my leaf blower. I mean, you cannot stand in here while shit's running because it'll kill you. I open all my doors, freeze my butt off. I come out here, fire shit up, and I just hang out for a little bit. Okay? So, seafoam, no less than every 2 weeks, fire them up, half hour to 45 minutes, and a full tank of gas. That's all you need to do to winterize your equipment. If you're putting your unit in a storage unit, there's no electricity, so you can't use a battery maintainer, any of that, take your battery out of your machine, bring it into your house. You bring it into your house, put a maintainer on it, or once a month throw a battery charger on it, because it's going to lose less volts on the shelf in your house than it will outside in the cold. Okay? But I would much rather you go to your storage unit, take a little bit of time out of your weekend, and fire the thing up. And it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay? You can also get a solar battery maintainer. Now, I know doing that in a storage unit is kind of iffy, but if you get permission to run a solar powered thing out of your unit, by all means, that's fine too. So, up to you. I'm just telling you how I store mine, and I don't ever have an issue with any of my batteries. All my batteries are good. They've never let me down. Nothing like that. So, yeah. But anyway, I think we covered all the maintenance and all that stuff. I'll have links in the description. Check those out. If you haven't checked out my uni filter conversion video, check that out. It's in the list there. Just the other day I made a video and whatnot. So, but I have links in the description. You need to get a needle. I have a needle for here that I use. Poke that hole in your ball joint boot. Squirt some juice up in there until she starts spewing out, and then you're good to go. You keep them things greased, they won't really wear out on you that fast. Alrighty guys, have any questions, feel free to comment. And we'll catch you later. Peace!